Hello, dear soul, and welcome to the Lightbearer's Library. Today is the journal entry for Tuesday, September 16th, and it's another glorious, beautiful end of summer fall day with not a cloud in the sky here in southern Alberta, and it's beautiful. I went for a little walk, sat in the sunshine to gather in all the beautiful warm energy, because today I'm feeling a little bit tired. I had actually the best sleep I've had in a while. Got a good chunk of 8 hours sleep. However, I'm feeling tired. Tired of seeking. Sometimes I just get the sense of wanting to find what I'm seeking. What is it that I'm seeking? Well, I feel like part of me is seeking to belong to a place, to belong to a community, to root in, to have, meaningful connections with people, to have a garden, to have surroundings that a nature that I walk in that is familiar at the same time constantly changing. And that's kind of what I'm seeking. And at some point about, I guess in my late 20s, I found that place. That place for me was on the west coast of Canada, and I felt rooted, and I felt like this is the place where I am going to die. I had been seeking for a long time, had moved around a lot, and had finally kind of decided, okay, I'm done moving around. I need to just stay put. And then I met my husband-to-be, who is a 2-time immigrant, and we moved. And now we probably on average, like I said before, have moved once, less than a year. Sometimes we've moved more than one time in a year, sometimes twice, sometimes 3 times. So it's been a lot of moving, trying to kind of find a place that feels like home. And I don't know. So sometimes I just get exhausted thinking about it, and I just want to be in one place. And so I think when the topic comes up between the two of us about moving, or where should we live, or maybe we should go somewhere we've never moved before and have an adventure, and I just kind of feel tired. So I wanted to ask you if you have found what you're seeking, or do we find what we're seeking and then something else arises to seek for? Is that kind of just who I am and who we are is seekers? And so it's just something that we'll always be doing, whether when we find the thing that we're seeking, there will be something else to find. So I guess when it gets a bit dark and stormy inside, or uncertain. Today I feel like I'm in a bit of a fog inside. It's a bit foggy. It's not necessarily dark, and so I need my lantern in there. And I would also love to hear from you about what things do you do when you're feeling in that foggy place? Are there certain books that you go to? Are there certain people that you call to? I guess maybe what I'm asking is what light source, what light bearer do you try to find? Is it a book? Is it a person that you call for wisdom? Or maybe it's going for a walk and sitting in the sunshine and just breathing. Maybe it's a practice. So I guess that's kind of all I have to share today. I'm just feeling a sense of exhaustion with the seeking and, but also hope. Ooh, on my journey of trying to remember my dreams, I did remember my dreams a couple nights ago, and I had this crazy dream of being chased. I was on a motorcycle. I've never driven a motorcycle before. I've been on one, but I don't know. And I don't know who I was being chased by, but I was on a motorcycle and I had this, like this wire came down, or I ran into this wire and it sort of sliced me down the middle. And then I thought I was going to die in the dream. I was like, for sure, I'm dead. I've been sliced in half. But then as the kind of went on with the dream, it was like, oh, no, I'm healing. Like these two halves are actually healing. So I took it as a symbol, a metaphor of, the extroverted side and the introverted side of me, or the left brain and the right brain side of me, that there is a healing happening, or will be happening. I don't know. I took it as a hopeful sign that, that there's a healing. And I think that's why I'm here. Doing the Lightbearers Library it's my way of extroverting, my way of healing, of trying to find that balance within myself. So good news on the dream front. We're remembering them. And yeah. Well, I'm feeling better and more hopeful just having been here sharing with you. I would love to hear from you, where you're from, and if you're on a seeking journey, what it is that you're seeking. I think it's always good to go, what is it that I'm looking for? So that we'll know when we find that, and then we can seek something else. Anyway, that's it for today. Signing off. XOXO, Kate.